Good day ladies and gentlemen, this is Professor Ma. 1 hour ago, Channel News Asia, www.channelnewsasia.com, announced that both Speaker of Parliament Tan Chuan Jin and Member of Parliament Cheng Li Hui have resigned due to issues over propriety and personal conduct. 30 minutes ago, Channel News Asia reported the following news from a press conference. Prime Minister Li said that Tan Chuan Jin had been in an inappropriate relationship with fellow People's Action Party, PAP, Member of Parliament Cheng Li Hui, which continued even after they were asked to stop. Mr. Li said he had spoken to Mr. Tan about this relationship most recently in February. The latter admitted his mistake and offered his resignation at the time. I had accepted his resignation, said Mr. Li, but I told him, first, I needed to make sure the residents of Kembangan Chai Chi and Marine Parade continued to be taken care of. Quote, meanwhile his relationship with Ms. Cheng had to stop. But, very recently, Mr. Li came across information that strongly suggested that Mr. Tan and Ms. Cheng's relationship had continued. I decided then that Mr. Tan had to go forthwith, whether or not the arrangements were ready. It could not wait any longer. Around the same time, the video clip of Mr. Tan caught on a hot mic using unparliamentary language was circulating. I asked to see him, said Mr. Li. During our discussion, he agreed to leave immediately, both for his unparliamentary conduct as well as his inappropriate relationship with Ms. Cheng, which he had told me he would break off but he did not. Their inappropriate relationship was a more serious matter than Mr. Tan's unparliamentary language because he was the Speaker of Parliament and Ms. Cheng was a Member of Parliament, said the Prime Minister. There should not have been a relationship, he added. It saddens me to discover that these two PAP MPs have fallen short of the high standard of propriety and personal conduct that we expect from all PAP MPs, said Mr. Li. When such a situation arises, it is my duty as Secretary General of the party to deal with them and put things right. This means to counsel, to correct, to admonish, and ultimately, if necessary, to remove the MP from the party and Parliament. It is painful to do this to our friends and comrades in arms, and it can also be politically embarrassing and costly. But the PAP has to maintain party discipline and standard of conduct. Our duty is to Parliament and the people of Singapore, and that is paramount. What the fork? Prime Minister Li knew about the affair in February but he kept quiet about it. As a Singapore citizen, Professor Ma expects PM Li to have sacked the two adulterous members of Parliament immediately. Why did PM wait half a year before taking action? His excuse that he needed to make sure the residents of Kembangan Chai Chi and Marine Parade continued to be taken care of sounds very lame, particularly when the other members of Parliament of Marine Parade GRC can easily help to take care of the residents. Professor Ma thinks that the recent events involving Shanmugam, Balakrishnan, Iswaran and now Tan Chuan Jin are possible indications that Tharman was shielding these people. Now that Tharman has resigned to run for president, PM Li is taking the opportunity to clean up the place before Lawrence Wong takes over. In subsequent videos, Professor Ma will provide more updates. In the meantime, please help by liking and by subscribing. Thank you.